Hi friends, this is Bijita. Welcome to my channel once again. Today in this video I'll show you an important lesson, that is the asset acquisition through purchase order. As of now you all know how to run the procure to pay cycle, and you all know how to purchase an asset standalone, but you don't know how to purchase an asset through purchase order. So in this video I'll show you the same, how to purchase an asset through purchase order. So how to do the same? I'll have to go to the ME21N. In order to create the purchase order, I'm going to ME21N. Now I'll be putting my vendor code here. Vendor code is this. Pressing enter, providing the purchase organization, purchase group, company code, and would be pressing enter. Now currency is given. Now the next level, the header level is fine. Now I'll go to the next level, that is the line item level. Here I have to put the material number, then quantity. Say I'm procuring only one quantity of asset, and net price of the asset would be 15,000. Now as I'm purchasing asset, the account assignment category means this field should be updated correctly. Now I'm opening up the drop down. Here asset needs to be ticked on, asset needs to be given. The account assignment category would be asset, as I am purchasing the asset. So this is the main trick done here. I mean, this trick needs to be done here in order to purchase an asset. Now proceeding ahead, we'll be going to the next level, that is the item level. Here I think one thing I have missed, that in the plant section I would have given the plant number. So I need to give the plant number here. However, I have ticked on the item level and it is taking a bit time. Let me put the plant. Yes, it is asking me to enter the plant, so I have put the plant here. Now pressing enter. It is asking me to put the asset, which asset I'm planning to purchase. So I'm opening up the drop down. Here you will be getting the list of the assets that you have. I'm trying to purchase the asset number 2, that is this one. So I have chosen this. Now just pressing enter. Here quantity 1 is automatically coming up, as I have chosen one quantity there. So that's all. Now just pressing enter. Just pressing enter. Yes, see, wrongly I have given 5,000 here. I tried to give 15,000 at first, but 5,000 is also fine. So let me purchase a asset with one quantity amounting 5,000. So that's fine. Let me go by the 5,000 only. I am clicking on the check button. No message during the check. Now I'll just click on the save button. Thus the purchase order will be saved. So purchase order will be saved in order to purchase an asset. So next step would be to do the GR, the goods receipt. So once I'll be having the purchase order saved, I'll go for the goods receipt. So there I'll be receiving my asset. In purchase order, as we know, there is no accounting entry, hence accordingly there will be no accounting document posted. But while doing the GR, the corresponding accounting document would be posted, and that would be shown to you as well. So I am expecting the purchase order to be saved. It is taking a bit time, as it is compiling for the first time. Once it is saved, I'll move forward for the second step. See, the purchase order has got saved. Now the purchase order number I have. Now I am going to the GR. I am going to do the goods receipt. MIGO. in MyGo I'll post the GR. So I'm going to the MyGo document. Now I have to do the goods received against purchase order. I have to select purchase order here. Clicking on the drop down, I have to select the purchase order here. Then I have to put the purchase order number here, and I have to execute accordingly. Thus the details of the purchase order would be coming up. Now purchase order is chosen. Now I am putting the purchase order document number. This is my purchase order document number. Just pressing the execute button, all the details given in the purchase order would be coming up here automatically as expected. So yes, all of them has come here automatically. Material number is coming successfully, quantity is coming successfully, asset number is also coming successfully. Now I am going to the account assignment. See, the asset is 2 and the GL account is 3, means the GL account behind the asset number 2 is 3, means 3 is the fixed asset GL account. So now my next point of action is to click on the item OK. Now I'll be clicking on the check button. If everything is okay, then system will generate you a OK flag, and based on the same you have to go ahead and post the GR. Thus the goods received will be posted, and the accounting entry against the goods received will always obviously be the asset debit, as we are purchasing the asset is coming in, hence asset would be debited. See, document is okay, perfectly fine. Now I'll be clicking on the post button. Thus the GR document would be posted. Yes, so the asset would be debited and the GRIR would be credited. Goods received, invoice received account would be credited and asset would be debited. As we are purchasing the asset, we are receiving the asset. So goods received is happening against the asset. So asset is coming in, hence asset would be debited as expected. So I have clicked on the post button. Accordingly the GR document would be posted, the goods received document would be posted. So the goods received document will always be a material document, and corresponding there would be two another document generated. One would be the accounting document and another would be the asset transaction document. So in the accounting document, the accounting transaction that I have told would be posted, and against the asset transaction document you will be seeing the asset is being updated with the 5000 value. So I have clicked on the post button. I am expecting a document number to be posted. So let's wait until it gets posted. So once it is posted, accordingly our purchase order history will also be updated. So I am waiting for the document to be posted. So it is taking a bit time. In fact, it is taking a long time in fact to post the document. Yes, material document, this got posted perfectly fine. Now I am going to the purchase order display in order to check the status. ME23N is the displaying purchase order. Now would be giving our purchase order number and would be checking the purchase order history there. So and under the purchase order history, all the goods movement posted would be coming in. So therefrom we can check what all has happened against a purchase order. That's the normal procedure. So going to the purchase order display, again it is taking a bit time. It would be coming up, and there we can check the status of the same, and against the same we can display our material document which just got posted against while doing the GR. So yes, purchase order is coming up. Now here I'll be clicking on this button and I'll be providing my purchase order number, that is this 82. Now proceeding ahead. Yes, purchase order history is being displayed here perfectly. Now the material document has come up. I am clicking on the same. This is the GR document that got posted. Going inside, going to the document info, clicking on the FI document. Here, as I told you that two documents would be posted. One is the accounting document, another one is the asset transaction document. Now firstly I am clicking on the accounting document in order to check the accounting transaction posted. So accounting document is this. See, asset 2 has got debited, means asset is coming in, so asset is being debited with the posting key 70. Posting key 70 stands for the asset debit, so asset is being debited and GRIR account is being credited, which is absolutely fine as expected. Now coming back, going to the asset transaction document, there obviously the 5000 amount got posted against the asset number 2, which is absolutely fine, and that had got posted against the goods received, which is also absolutely fine. So coming back, the GR has got posted successfully and the accounting transaction and the asset transaction is as expected. Now I am going to the MIRO. There I will be doing the invoice. MIRO is the transaction wherein I will do the invoice. Now going to MIRO transaction, there I will be doing the invoice posting against the purchase order. So again I have to provide my purchase order number there, and it will automatically fetch all the details given in the purchase order and GR respectively. So I have given my purchase order number here. Now I will be just pressing enter. I am providing the posting date and the document date 2020, just pressing enter. All the details given in the purchase order and the GR would be coming up accordingly. Yes, it is being updated. Yes, see, one quantity has come up, 5000 amount has come up as well. So purchase order is details is coming up perfectly fine. Now I am putting my amount here as well, 5000, just pressing enter. This red would be turning to green, and yes, it has become green. Now I'll click on the simulate. It is asking for the baseline date, given. And yes, one more thing that I forgot, let me put the purchase order number in the reference field. Going to the reference, yes, I am putting my reference field as the purchase order number. Now clicking on the simulate button. There I will be checking the proposed accounting document. So here in the earlier step, GRIR got credited. Here GRIR would be debited and vendor would be credited. So goods received, invoice received account would be debited and vendor would be credited. See, this is my vendor. Okay, this is my vendor. I have a test vendor, and the test vendor is being credited and goods received, invoice received account is being debited. Absolutely fine against the purchase order this. So I am happy with the accounting document. Now clicking on the post, thus the invoice document, thus the MIRO document would be posted. And again I will go to the purchase order history in order to check whether the it got updated correctly or not. So I have clicked on the post button. There the accounting document would be posted. So until it gets posted, let us wait for the accounting document, the posting message to come up. So yes, the message has got generated, document number this got created, absolutely fine. Now I am going to the purchase order display, ME23N once again. Yes, ME23N. Now I am putting my purchase order number here. This is my purchase order number, pressing enter. Yes, purchase order history got updated successfully. The GR has happened earlier. Now this time the invoice receipt has happened. Now I am going inside in order to check the accounting document, which I already have checked. However, let me check once again. yes, the vendor got credited and goods received, invoice received got debited. Absolutely fine. Now my purchase order number was this. Let me copy it as, and now I'll be doing the payment. How to do the payment? F110 you all know, and I think you all know the F110 well by now. If you don't know, then I'll share the link in the description box below. Therefrom you can learn the execution of F110. So I'm putting the run date and identification number here, putting my company code. I'm not explaining much as the F110 has already been explained in one of my earlier video, so you can check that. I'm putting my vendor number here, going to the additional log, due check this vendor, I'm putting my vendor here, going to the free selection. There I will be paying this particular document only, not the all document that the vendor has. So I'll go by the reference number filter, and my reference number is the purchase order number as I had given in my Miro document. So I have given the purchase order number here as the reference document. Now I am just saving it, going to the proposal run. Clicked on the proposal run, running the proposal would be executed, and accordingly system will be proposing me what the open item which can get cleared. So it will take a bit time in order to display the proposal. Yes, it got created. Now let me display the proposal. Yes, it has got system is proposing the line item correctly. 5,000 was the amount going inside. Yes, this was the amount. Yes, perfectly fine. And this was the document. This was the purchase number reference. Perfectly fine. Now again I'm coming back and clicking on the payment run. Start immediately is already ticked on. Now payment run would be posted. One generated, one completed. So payment run has also got posted. Now clicking on the payment log, it will, yes, payment log got posted. Payment document got posted, that is 2047. Now going to the FBL1N in order to check the status of the vendor. FBL1N, my vendor number was 501 as being displayed here. 501 was my vendor number. So going to the vendor, yes, 501, all item, current date 2nd of November 2020, just executing. Yes, this was the open item initially which got cleared by this payment document, and the clearing document is been shown perfectly, which is the payment document itself. So that's perfectly fine. Now I am going to check the asset AS03 in order to check whether the amount got successfully updated or not. My asset number was 2. Now going to the asset values. Let me check. However, that has got checked earlier as well when the when the asset transaction document got generated against the GR, the goods received. There we have checked the asset document at that point of time only. However, let me check once again. Today is the current date is the 2nd of November, and see 5,000 got updated. Goods received has happened. So that is perfectly fine. Now I have clicked the document here. That accounting document is been shown which has got posted against the GR, which is absolutely fine. So it is linking up correctly. I am clicking on the header. See, it got posted by MyGo, which I did. WE is the document type, which is the goods received, which is also absolutely fine. It got posted against current date, that is 2nd of November 2020. Absolutely fine. So everything is coming as expected. So the books of account also got posted correctly. So going to the posted value, there also everything is perfectly fine. everything is perfectly fine. Land values, yes, here my posted amount has got updated correctly, so everything is appearing as expected. I hope this much is clear to you, and it is a very important lesson. It is a very common question being asked in any interview as well. I hope this much is clear to you. If it is not, then please put your queries in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all of your queries. So if you have liked the video, then please like and subscribe the channel, and keep watching the channel until I come up with the next session. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.